All right, let's have a real intimate kitchen table talk. No confusing, highbrow astrological gatekeeping today. We need to talk about Mars, the cosmic planet of action, drive, and our inner warrior, sliding into Gemini, the sign of the messenger, the twin chatterboxes, and the ultimate collectors of random information. Let's call this transit exactly what it is. The 10 open browser tabs and 6 half-written emails brain melt. Mars is usually the guy who grabs a sword, charges up a hill, and asks questions later. But when you drop that fierce warrior into Gemini's domain, suddenly the sword gets traded for a smartphone, a microphone, or a devastatingly sharp comeback. Words become literal weapons. Ideas spark frantic action, and your mind starts racing so far ahead of your physical body that you're gonna trip over your own feet. Here is the hilarious, sarcastic little trap the universe is setting up right now. We feel incredibly busy, but we aren't actually getting anything done. Did you start organizing your closet, stop halfway to research ancient Egyptian philosophy, and end up buying a guitar on Craigslist? Classic Mars and Gemini behavior. Are you suddenly ready to debate a stranger in the comment section until 2 a.m. over something you didn't care about yesterday? That's the warrior planet picking a fight with a keyboard. Are you talking up an absolute storm about all the massive moves you're about to make while your actual to-do list sits there collecting dust? Honey, please stop. The shadow side of this energy is ugly if we don't watch it. It's mental restlessness that prevents you from finishing anything or using your sharp wit to slice people open rather than illuminate them. You risk weaponizing your intelligence just to prove you're the smartest person in the room. But the gift, oh, the gift is beautiful. It's the absolute agility to pivot on a dime. It's the ability to juggle multiple passions without losing your momentum, and to use your voice to advocate for yourself with swift, razor-sharp precision. The trick is letting your mind lead your actions without letting overthinking completely replace your doing. Here's exactly where this hyperactive, fast-talking warrior is throwing firecrackers into your personal chart. Listen for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus to see where you need to point your mental laser beam. Aries, you need to point it at your third house of communication, mindset, and local circles. Your target is your mouth, your text messages, and your daily commute. Your ruling planet is in the house of talk, Aries. You're already impatient, but now your brain is on nitrous oxide. You need to focus on watching your tone. You are highly prone to snapping at the drive-thru worker or sending an email that reads like a declaration of war. Channel this frantic mental energy into writing, learning a rapid-fire skill, or executing a brilliant strategy instead of fighting with your neighbors. Taurus, it's pointing at your second house of money, self-worth, and resources. Your target is your bank account and your impulse control. You normally like to move slow and think through your purchases, Taurus, but Mars in Gemini has you looking at sales pitches like they are absolute emergencies. You need to focus on taking action on new income ideas, but don't scatter your funds on 5 different get-rich-quick schemes. You might feel a sudden urge to panic spend or aggressively micromanage your budget. Breathe, my love. Your worth isn't dictated by how fast you move your money. Gemini, it's pointing to your first house of identity, the body, and self-image. Your target, your literal physical vessel, and your entire presence. Mars is sitting right on your face, Gemini. You are buzzing, vibrating, and probably can't sleep. You have the energy of 3 toddlers who just discovered espresso. Your focus, your physical output. If you don't burn this energy off through exercise, dance, or actual physical movement, you're going to pick fights with everyone you love just to expel the static electricity. Stand tall in your intellectual dynamism, but remember to let your body catch up to your brain. Cancer, it's pointing at your 12th house of the subconscious, hidden realms, and sleep. Your target, your dream state, and your inner critic. Everyone else is out here socializing, but your brain is staging a full-scale theatrical production behind the closed doors while you're trying to sleep. You need to focus on fighting internal battles. Your mind might be racing with old anxieties or invisible ghosts from your past. Stop trying to intellectually analyze your subconscious trauma at 3 a.m. Turn off the phone. Practice heart coherence and let your nervous system rest, please. Leo, it's pointing at your 11th house of friendships, networks, and group chats. Your target, your inner circle, and social dynamics. Your social calendar is popping off, but so is the potential for supreme petty drama within your group of friends. Your focus, directing your energy towards organizing collective movements or brainstorming big dreams with your tribe. Don't get sucked into toxic group chat debates or use your magnificent presence to make others feel small just because you're bored. No, don't do that. Virgo, it's pointing to your 10th house of career, public legacy, and reputation. Your target, your professional empire, and your bosses. You are ready to aggressively pitch 5 different concepts to your higher ups, but you might also feel like throwing a stapler at anyone who moves too slow. Your focus, assertively professional communication. You have the quick strategic thinking needed to dominate your field right now, but just ensure you actually finish the project you're currently yelling about before you jump to the next brilliant career milestone. Libra, it's pointing at your 9th house of high wisdom, horizon expansion, and belief systems. Your target, your personal philosophy, higher education, and existential boundaries. You're usually the diplomatic peacemaker who just wants everyone to get along and be beautiful, Libra. But with the warrior planet firing up your house of big ideas, you are suddenly ready to pull up to the function with receipts, textbooks, and a 45-slide PowerPoint presentation to defend your worldview. Your focus, vigorous learning and expansive action. Channel this aggressive intellectual drive into writing your next masterpiece, period, consuming books, taking courses, or executing a bold new strategy. Just don't let a healthy passion for truth morph into a preachy, hyper-fixated obsession with being textbook correct in every single debate. Calm down. Scorpio, it's pointing at your 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, and deep secrets. Your target, your deep vulnerabilities, and shared financial ties. You like to keep your secrets locked in a vault, Scorpio, but Mars and Gemini is trying to pick the lock with a fast-talking crowbar. You need to focus on diving into the deep end without panicking. Talk about the uncomfortable things, money, intimacy, and psychological trust with swift precision. Stop overthinking the hidden motives of others. Use your razor-sharp intuition to slice through the BS instead. Sagittarius, it's pointing at your 7th house of one-on-one partnerships and closest mirrors. Your target, your romantic partner, your spouse, or your main business collaborator, or all of the above. The warrior planet is sitting directly across from you, which means the people in your life are likely bringing the heat, the debates, or the scattered energy right to your doorstep. You need to focus on productive debating. Use this transit to clear the air and communicate assertively about relationship dynamics. Do not weaponize your wit against the person who holds your heart just because their piece doesn't match yours today. Capricorn, it's pointing to your 6th house of daily work, routines, and somatic wellness. Your target, your grueling to-do lists, and your physical habits. You are trying to answer text messages, answer Slack notifications, run on a treadmill, and meal prep all at the same exact time. That's a lot, Cap. You need to focus on completion over multitasking. Your energy is scattering across too many daily tasks, leaving you completely exhausted without actually finishing what matters. Pick one project, put your head down, do it with precision, and remember to let your body breathe. Aquarius, it's pointing to your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, and the inner child. Your target is your artistic passions, your dating life, and your pure joy. Your brain is absolutely overflowing with creative ideas, flirtatious text banter, and a craving for absolute mental stimulation. You need to focus on radical, unadulterated play. Take action on ideas that genuinely spark your curiosity. Write that fun piece, pick up that creative hobby, or engage in a witty flirtation. Just make sure you're doing it because it actually feels good, not just to avoid sitting still. Busybody. And lastly, Pisces. It's pointing to your fourth house of home, family foundations, and inner circle. Your target, your physical household, and family communication. There's a lot of noise, talking, or literal construction happening in your sanctuary right now, and it's overstimulating your sweet psychic self. You need to focus on establishing boundaries within the home. Speak up about what you need to feel safe in your space. Use this high mental drive to clean out the old emotional hoarding patterns or rearrange your environment to match your current vibe. All right. The next time you catch yourself opening 20 tabs, typing out a paragraph of a fiery text message or reply, or pacing around your living room wondering why you feel so wired, I need you to pause. Everyone, take a sacred pause. Align your swift thoughts with precise physical action. Don't just talk about the move, make the move. Pick one single thing that excites your curiosity right now. Close the other browser's tabs and see it through to completion. We're all in this cosmic whirlwind together, people. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb for 20 minutes and let your brain catch its breath. Mars and Gemini, welcome to the cosmic Olympics of overthinking and multitasking. The warrior planet has entered the sign of the messenger, accelerating our mental energy to 1,000,000 miles an hour. The mandate? Stop talking about it. Take the action. Actually finish what you start. Use your words to inspire, not to slice people open. And don't let a scattered brain steal your true forward momentum.